Ladies, I know you think these times are the most challenging times to find the right guy. I mean, you've been trying everything you could think of, everything under the sun, and nothing is working. Everything goes bad in a short period of time, every time. But why is that? Why you keep choosing wrong? Why you can't find the right guy? Let's talk about it. But first, wipe your feet off at the door when you step into a pimp's domain. Let's go.
But you want all this pimping you can't afford. Perform like a punk but wanna win his reward. Some suckers give you points but bitch you never scored. If you ain't paying pimping then bitch you getting ignored.
Okay.
I'm so sick of these.
I know you gotta be tired of hitting the reset button when it comes to finding the right guy, getting the right relationship, having the right connection, building with somebody, whatever the case may be, right? But how we say, how you start is how you gonna end. So obviously, for many of you, how you starting is improper. How you starting is not right. So let's talk about some of the problems with how you starting when you meet a guy, right? First and foremost, a lot of y'all be getting with tricks, or you have trick expectations when you get with a guy, right? And this doesn't mean that you a 304, even though you have 304s that dedicate themselves to a guy for this improper reason of, you know, expecting trick-like behavior from them. But even a lot of you square ladies, you get with a guy and you have trick expectations, meaning basically you like his financial situation. You like the way that he's able to provide for you financially and, you know, afford you the things that you like as well as the things that you need, right? But the problem with that is that it doesn't reveal much about a person's character. And, you know, if money is the main thing, the main requirement, or in many cases, the only requirement to get access to you, to get your dedication, to get your time, to get your energy, you know, that leaves room for all different kinds of people and all different kinds of the wrong people to get up close and personal with you, to have the best of you. See, when you only require money, you leave room for lames to come into your life. You leave room for suckers to come into your life. You leave room for foul individuals, weird individuals. And this is why you get with a guy, you like his financial situation, he may be physically attractive to you, everything just seems cool. You know, y'all personalities seem to blend well, but then as you get to know this individual, you start seeing certain things that, you know, are red flags to you. You start seeing certain things that make you a little more apprehensive about going further with this guy. And, you know, you just find things out about him that are not cool. And these things that you find out about him are things that you should have found out early on. But because the money was the deal sealer, money is all it took to seal the deal with you, you know, you ended up going further with this guy. And, you know, you start finding things out that you wasn't digging. And it's all because the money is all it took. Good character isn't all, it wasn't required to get up close and personal with you. Manhood wasn't required to get up close and personal with you. Leadership wasn't required to get up close and personal with you. All it took was some money, right? And see, if you gonna get with somebody for some money, let it just be a transaction and that's it. Just leave it as something transactional. Don't allow it to go further, right? But for those situations that you want to go further and you want a deeper connection with somebody, you want to be able to build with somebody and gel with somebody, then there has to be more requirements than just money to get the best parts of you, to get up close and personal with you, right? And a lot of times this happens. A lot of times you let money be the only requirement to get up close and personal with you because you don't know what you want. And a lot of times you don't know what you want because you don't think about what you have to offer. You're not in tune with your own value. See, when you in tune with your own value, you're gonna make better decisions. When you understand what makes you valuable to other people, you're gonna be more thoughtful when it comes to giving that value to other people. You're not just gonna squander it, or you're not just gonna allow people to easily get that value from you when you in tune with it, when you understand it, right? So that's where it starts. That's the core. That's the bottom line. When you in tune with your value, when you take time to understand yourself, figure out where you are right now, and then once you understand where you are right now as a woman, figure out where you want to be. And then once you figure out where you want to be, you take steps to invest in yourself to get you closer and closer to where you want to be, right? You making those daily deposits into yourself, those daily investments into yourself to get you closer and closer to the woman that you want to be. Then from there, again, you start to understand your value better. And once you understand your value better, you're not going to just let any and everybody up close and personal with you, no matter how much money they have. Because there is a such thing as somebody having the right kind of money and the right kind of character as well. The right kind of personality, the right kind of qualities that you looking for to be an asset to you, and who you can be an asset to as well. Who it makes sense for you to be an asset to, who's worthy for you to be an asset to, right? This all starts with you understanding your value. And it, you can ask anybody who understands their value, and I'm pretty sure they'll agree. Me, speaking for myself as somebody who understands my value, for men, a lot of times, the bedroom action, the intimacy is all it takes, for certain women to get up close and personal with certain men. And on the same token, things tend to go bad with them. But me, myself, understanding my value and what I have to bring to the table with a woman, what I have to offer a woman, what I have that's going to be beneficial to her, it's going to take more than that. It's going to take more than your bedroom game being on point. It's going to take more than your look, you being physically attractive. It's going to take more than your willingness to, be down and come and get down and follow my lead and do whatever it is that I want you to do. It's going to take more than that. I got to understand your character. I got to understand what's important to you, what's valuable to you, right? So on the same token, from a woman's perspective, you got to figure those things out about a man. Okay, it's cool that the financial situation is on point, but what kind of character does this individual have? What's important to him? What's valuable to him? And how do these values and principles factor into his daily behavior, factor into the type of man that he is, right? So again, it all starts with you being in tune with your own value, you making investments in yourself and building yourself up. Don't get caught up in the fact that you might be what guys find to be attractive and they throwing attention at you. All attention ain't good attention, right? So all catches ain't good catches. A lot of catches got to be tossed back into the water. So instead of getting caught up in a lot of attention, focus more so on getting the right attention from the right individual. That's what matters. A whole lot of attention from all the wrong type of guys, that shit don't mean nothing. You can monetize that and break on their ass for their desire to have your attention. But as far as dedicating yourself to somebody, a bunch of attention from a bunch of guys that you don't plan on getting deeply involved with, that shit don't mean nothing, right? So, be more focused on getting the right attention from the right individual, and you being in tune with your value is going to help you better attract that individual. You dig? But let that marinate on your mind one time. Freezes it. Go ahead, put some of this good old love in your body like so. And of course, as always, long live the incomparable Sinful to P. We out.
Dig this.
Nah.
I've been stroking relentless to get waves like this. I spoke into existence for her to pay like this. In the trenches on a day like this, traffic consistent, and so I have to insist that she relay my chips. It's a trap with her name on it and my game on it. Any forces coming against this game, shame on it. Standing on my pimpin' from day one and remain on it. It carried me through every terrain and I gained on it. Experience joy and pain on it, sustained on it.
But getting back to this game that I never left.
Daily